All right, so DC week is upon us. I already popped out a video today, but I decided to go ahead and take a crack at another video because this is a character I had fun researching. He's a funny character, he's a savage, and I feel like a lot of people have slept on him throughout the community because he's not one we see a lot. In fact, if you look up his definitive list, King Shark only has a little over 50 issues to read through. But he is powerful, and I feel like people think they just sleep on his power because they're not as exposed to what he's done. So I'm going to review some of the things King Shark's done over the years and why I believe he's actually overpowered compared to how people view him. Now, in Rebirth, we saw that Robin considers a character like King Shark to be, quote, an unstoppable machine, and he thinks he's worthy of clout if beaten. King Shark, when he's attacking the Teen Titans as well, he's just eating shots from Starfire, and it's not really doing anything to him at all. When he's fighting the Teen Titans, it's important to remember that he is evading and battling characters like Raven, who has scaling to the regular Justice League pretty consistently. King Shark also has displayed in the comics that he is a hell of a leader. Yes, if you need King Shark to lead, he's apparently very inspirational. Without actually communicating at all with the Sharks, besides telling them, hey, we're invading this place, they will ride or die, even if he's BFR'd. And he tried to start an uprising with hybrids, which led to a pretty interesting battle. Now, his inferior army that kind of had his DNA, but they didn't scale to him, even they were capable of tagging Kid Flash and hurting him. We see King Shark then tank a full slash across the torso, and he was fine. He kind of just shrugged it off. And then we're going to go ahead and jump into the past, back in the 90s comics with 1991 Flash Annual. We see King Shark in a hilarious image, almost basketball palming the head of Wally West. I want people to realize that King Shark a lot of times was either dealing with Flash, Superman, Superboy. So he's consistently had to deal with these high tiers. Does he scale to them? No, they consistently beat him, but he can hang with them, which is crazy. Superboy issue 9, 1994. We see King Shark brought into the Suicide Squad. Now, what's crazy is they actually wanted Aquaman, but the next best thing was King Shark, and rightfully so. King Shark's a beast even back then, and we see Superboy specifically say, hey, nobody in the Suicide Squad wants to work with him because once King Shark gets going, he's basically unstoppable. And even Superboy himself isn't confident like he could contain him if he were to let loose. King Shark then, when taken on the mission, completely tears through their opponents, and he took a teammate with him. What's crazy is when he took the teammate, people didn't know what his intentions were, and the rest of his team said, well, if King Shark gets a hold of you, you're dead. We can't help you. There's no way we're going to save him. So the fact that the rest of the team felt like they couldn't even stop King Shark is crazy. Makoa stated the force needed to put down Shark would atomize everything. So he didn't say blow it up or destroy it. He specifically says atomization. So I want you to keep that in mind. King Shark's very big on loyalty. This is probably tied to his animalistic traits because of his nature, and we saw this when Sidearm betrayed the group. King Shark snuck up behind him, and even though Sidearm has vests made to stop military weapons, King Shark casually just thrust his hand through his chest and one-shot him and killed him. He then pretty easily blitzed Captain Boomerang, who can tag and react to Flash. And he was supposedly killed in this issue when his suicide belt went off. And like I said, it was supposed to atomize. However, he did not die, which potentially means he survived atomization. So in Superboy 32, we see him again, and he looks completely fine as he battles Superboy. Superboy gets blitzed and they swap hands for a little bit. Superboy, in issue 20 for reference, which happened before this, easily kept up with Green Lantern and had similar showings. So it's quite impressive that King Shark can pull up on Superboy and just give him a good fight. His tactile field, in reference to Superboy, was actually needed to be employed in order for him to not get his arm ripped off by King Shark. King Shark in this issue is kind of reviewed his history by Superboy. He is actually a demigod. His mom is human, but he is the son of a shark god, and he's a legend in Hawaii. And it is confirmed that he is indeed on par in strength with Superboy. Superboy eventually in this battle has to BFR him with telekinesis, because King Shark's just issued a fight. This is where we get into the last couple feats that get really interesting because we're dealing with heavy hitters. Adventures of Superman 608. It takes Superman in desperation to save Jimmy Olsen from being consumed. From mind-controlled King Shark, it took that level of like insanity for Superman to pull up and really like devastate King Shark. He did beat up King Shark, but Shark was able to react to him. He just wasn't able to really hurt him. And so he got put down. But he was conscious still after hits from a Superman desperate to save Jimmy. Pretty impressive. Superman Confidential issue 6. King Shark swapped hands with a mind-controlled Superman underwater. Metropolis was underwater. King Shark pulled up on him because they were hunting humans, and Superman starts fighting him. King Shark was just fine. He was actually biting him, throwing against rocks, blitzing him through the water. It's just he ended up, like against Superboy, getting BFR'd. Also, we saw that his sharks that were hanging out with him are ride or die and will instinctively... They tried to kill Superman, even though they knew they couldn't take him. They tried to kill Superman for putting hands on their leader, and it just proved that they will ride no matter what. So, in the end, I actually think King Shark's a lot stronger than people think. I think they tend to think of him as like a street tier fodder, but he really isn't. He is a powerhouse, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see King Shark in a battle sometime, let me know. Anyways, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. It's been your favorite villain, and I will see y'all later. Peace.